Welcome to Fastang 444. In this game I am starting northeast of Horizon Street Scene in its road configuration that is shaped like an eagle's head. When the game starts I can hear a drop right behind me, so I will stay here and look at the road configuration. You see the eagle's head? And I've come up with these different shapes to help me remember where drops and obstructions are, and I think that will help you as well. So remember the eagle's head, and there are some obstructions around the top of the eagle's head. You see them here? So if you're in a head-to-head or a final showdown, look for these road shapes. And onto this game. Look at this. Chola level 6 right out of the gate. Here we go. Let's get into a head-to-head. Let's start leveling up. Let's not waste any time. There's multiple vehicles over this direction, and it looks like they may be heading over towards those drops. They are. One of them just took a drop, but here's a solo driver over here. So I'm gaining on them pretty quick. This trapezoid area. This is actually on the back of the dog's head, and they are in a level 1. Get around these trees. The Chola, as you know, gets hung up in trees very easily. Branches, sticks, rocks. So the finish is over. It looks like it is just east of the pyramid strip, but I will head over into the gap that's on the northwest end of Teotihuacan, the pyramid strip, and try and get through a gap that is over on the east side here. There we go. Avoid these trees. And usually when I see this head-to-head pattern, that tells me by past experiences. Let's jump to the finish. Past experiences, this is going to be Arena 2. Right around the greenhouse area, just east of where I am at, south of Horizon Street Scene. And I'll show you here. I'll open up the map, and you can see where the arena walls are, or the future arena wall. And when you see it in this area, that is a definite clue. It's going to be Arena 2 for the final showdown, and that head-to-head was the other clue, actually the first clue. So I am actually right in the thick of things here, because it's going to be Arena 2, and the head-to-heads are all going to take place between here and close vicinity. So I am heading towards the perimeter, and this vehicle is chasing me. I will turn around on them. I call this the lead away. Oh, I just missed them. They saw what I was up to. They are in a level 3 Porsche Macan. It's actually not too much different speed-wise than this level 7, although they're 4 levels apart. As you know, the Porsche is not very quick, so I need a clean run through here. And the finish looks to be just across the highway in the northwest direction. So I will go around the pyramid strip. They are taking actually a skilled path. There are gaps through the north end of the pyramid strip that they took, but here's where they mess up. Right around the bridge that crosses the highway is trouble. There's a bank on the side they are going on. Watch this. Please hang up and try again. there's banks on either side of that bridge, and if you do not get perfectly across that bridge, you will go flying into the air and come to an abrupt stop like they did. So, fortunately, I survived that head-to-head against a framed rat. That gamer tag, and a lot of them cracked me up. And look at this. It's more defined. It's going to be Arena 2. You may think it's going to be Arena 3 by where the arena walls were touching there, but based off of the head-to-heads that I was in, it will be Arena 2. But on to this here. Let's see if I can get into a head-to-head. I got them under the bridge. They are in a level 5 Bronco R, and these are actually two closely matched vehicles. This has a higher top speed, so if I get a clean run through here, I should be able to beat them. This goes to the greenhouse area, this head-to-head, because it's going to be Arena 2. And I can't stress that enough. You need to open up the map at different intervals where you're safe. Don't put yourself at risk. And look at where the arena walls are, where the arena walls touch, and pay attention to the patterns of the head-to-heads in each of these arenas. And they're all different based off of where they originate. But this is a pretty common finish point. Actually, usually it's a little farther down this road, but because of where it originated, it stopped close to that intersection. So I will get into a level 9, and I'll slow this next part up. Look at that. That level 5 Porsche is taking a level 4 Subaru WRX, and here is a MG Metro chasing them. Oh. And that will all play out, and I'll pause it at different intervals and make mention of those gamer tags and some other ones that are kind of critical in this game. Pretty good game. This is it was very entertaining to be in, and I think you'll be very entertained by this video. And as always, it's kind of fun to make these when I know how things unfold and I can tell the story along the way. So I know I am going to use this Hoonigan Group A in the final showdown. If I got into another head-to-head, I believe it's a Brockie that would be offered, and usually the final showdown goes into Guanajuato, the big city, and the Brockie is a handful on tight turns. And there's that MG Metro that chased the Subi WRX. They just eliminated them. And so I am just going to sit around the perimeter, content to use this Hoonigan Group A in the final showdown, and let things play out. Just sit here and kind of watch the world unfold, watch these head-to-heads a little bit. You can see now this is going to be Arena 2. You see where those two arena walls are touching? And I'll show you where Arena 2 is going to be. And as the arenas shrink, then all of the head-to-heads will go within or very close to that final arena. Alright, so let's drive around away from the progression of the game, is what I refer to it as, where everyone is engaging in head-to-heads, going back and forth. They're getting into higher level vehicles, and if you go around where the final arena is going to be, you are potentially going to engage in a head-to-head. And like I said, I want to use this Hoonigan Group A in the final showdown. It has near level 10 speeds. The Brockie, of course, has higher level speed, but oh, look at that. That MG Metro that leveled up, now eliminated. And I believe that was Carpe Diem gamer tag that eliminated them. Let's see, where can I go here? There's that Carpe Diem. They wound up getting into a Hoonigan Group A as well. Get these drops. There's a spot over here on the east side that I can park at. It's not easy to get to me. You have to actually go driving around looking for me. It's right here. Let's back up into this corner. And look at this. This gamer tag, remember this gamer tag. This gamer tag and I will cross paths later. So I am content, like I said, to just, I need to get into this corner. I'm trying not to move too much. I need to park so my vehicle goes opaque on the mini-map. And someone just got into a MG Metro there, so they need to get into another head-to-head to get into something faster for the final showdown. So you see my vehicle's opaque on the mini-map. You're going to actually have to come over here driving around to find me. So it's unlikely someone's going to find me here. And I can just use this in the final showdown, not engage in another head-to-head. I call it unnecessary risk. And that gamer tag that I mentioned just won a head-to-head. And they don't show that they level up into anything, which means they stayed in the Brocky. So they are taking actually unnecessary risks, I call that. By engaging in head-to-heads, you're not guaranteed you're going to win every head-to-head just because you have a faster vehicle. There are other elements. You could hit something, you could hit a bump, roll over. So look at this. This vehicle is coming right at me. That's an MG Metro. Well, here we go. And they have 444 in their gamer tag as well. So it's the battle of the 444s. I'm sure they're regretting that move now. And I don't know if it was a move of desperation. They needed to get into something faster, or they just didn't notice I was there until they came over there. So I am going to stay in the Hoonigan Group A. Like I said, I'll decline the Brocky. And watch this. We go from 8 drivers to 7. So they wind up quitting. And that's why it doesn't show their gamer tag. And look at that. That gamer tag is won another head-to-head. They're taking unnecessary risks. So I will decline the Brocky, like I said. Definitely not take the MG Metro. So I'm going to just park over here on the perimeter and wait for the arena to get to the point where it is starting to shrink and get in position for the final showdown. Opening the map. At this bend in the road is the point that I like to leave from, right next to this sign. And look at this. They're trying the dirty tactic of trying to ram me, so I just open up the map.
Head-to-head's complete. Get ready for the final showdown!
You can see on the map this point that I like to leave from. This is Arena 2. The range of time to leave is 19 to 22 seconds. I will leave at 20 seconds. The dirty rammer is trying to go by me on the right, and I am going to bump them right into that tree. I'll exit at 2 seconds because of interacting with them, but I am in the lead, surprisingly, right in front of the Hoonigan RS200. And when the finish point appears, it looks to be in Guanajuato. I'm not going to open up the map and sacrifice any much needed speed, so I will just slightly angle over to the left, spin out a little bit, but I'm trying to get on this road that goes into Guanajuato here. There we go. Looks like they got off to the left a little too far, so I need to slow down through these turns so I don't overshoot these turns. More importantly, the slightly sharper right turn that goes into the city. There are buildings on the left. If you overshoot it, you'll run right into those buildings. So, perfect line. Okay, I can see I have to make a sharp left turn coming up, so I need to hit the brakes. Oh, I would have liked to have had a little cleaner turn there. The RS200 is right behind me. The Rocky ran into buildings back there, so I'll get this win in. What a great win. Yes!
Congratulations! You are the Eliminator!
Only 4 head-to-heads. Actually, the 4th one wasn't even needed. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video along with all of my videos. And if you've been enjoying my content, subscribe, please, and help me get to 1,000 subscribers. I really need your help.